In the shadows of America's triumphant post-war era, a chilling secret lurks beneath the surface of our nation's history. As the dust settled on the battlefields of Europe, a covert operation was already underway, one that would forever alter the course of our country's future. Operation Paperclip. The name alone sends shivers down the spine of those who know its true nature. But what if this clandestine program was just the tip of a much darker iceberg? What if the very fabric of American society has been woven with threads of Nazi ideology, hidden in plain sight for decades? Tonight, we embark on a journey into the heart of darkness, uncovering the shocking truth behind the secret Nazi codes that may still be embedded in the most trusted institutions of the United States. From the halls of power in Washington to the cutting edge of modern technology, we'll reveal how the Third Reich's twisted dreams didn't die in Berlin. They simply changed their uniform and found a new home on American soil. Our investigation begins with Operation Paperclip itself. In the aftermath of World War II, over 1,600 German scientists, engineers, and technicians were secretly brought to the United States. Many of these individuals had direct ties to the SS and were implicated in horrific war crimes. But instead of facing justice, they were given new identities and put to work building the future of America. One of the most notorious figures in this program was Werner von Braun, a former SS officer who became the father of the U.S. space program. His work at NASA laid the foundation for the Apollo missions and our journey to the moon. But as we celebrate these technological triumphs, we must ask ourselves, at what cost? The influence of these Nazi scientists extends far beyond the realm of rocketry. As we dig deeper, disturbing patterns begin to emerge. Take, for example, the layout of the Pentagon itself. Our team of researchers has uncovered striking similarities between its design and certain Nazi fortification blueprints. Is this mere coincidence, or something far more sinister? Even the very money in your pocket may hold clues to this hidden conspiracy. Cryptic symbols on U.S. currency bear an eerie resemblance to esoteric Nazi imagery. Could these be secret messages hiding in plain sight for decades? A declassified CIA document from 1947 makes reference to a philosophical alignment with certain Nazi scientists. What exactly did this entail, and how deep did this alignment truly go? As we delve further into the rabbit hole, more unsettling connections come to light. The blueprints for early Cold War bunkers appear to have reused designs from V-2 rocket facilities. Hidden swastika patterns have been discovered in the aerial layouts of early U.S. air bases. Even our educational system may have been tainted, with certain programs utilizing psychological techniques developed by Nazi doctors. The realm of popular culture is not immune to this insidious influence. Early Disney cartoons, beloved by generations of Americans, have been found to contain reused footage and symbolism from German propaganda films. The very entertainment that shaped the minds of our youth may have been a Trojan horse for Nazi ideologies. Perhaps most chilling of all is the creation of DARPA, the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency. This organization, responsible for developing emerging technologies for military use, bears a striking resemblance to Germany's wartime research ministries. Are we witnessing the continuation of the Third Reich's technological ambitions under a Stars and Stripes banner? As we unravel these connections, a terrifying question looms. If America welcomed the minds behind the Nazi war machine with open arms, can we be certain they didn't bring their twisted visions along with them? The evidence we've uncovered is as compelling as it is disturbing. But this is just the beginning of our investigation. In the coming segments, we'll delve even deeper into the hidden world of Nazi influence in America, exploring how these secret codes may have shaped everything from our foreign policy to the very technology we use every day. We'll examine the eerie parallels between Nazi occult practices and certain government programs, uncover the truth behind mysterious disappearances linked to former SS officers, and reveal how Nazi eugenics theories may have influenced modern genetic research. But perhaps the most shocking revelation is yet to come. Our sixth piece of evidence will change everything you thought you knew about American history. It's a discovery so explosive, so paradigm-shifting, that it could rewrite the very narrative of the 20th century. As we continue our journey into this dark chapter of history, we must ask ourselves, how much of what we believe about our nation's past is truly our own? And if these Nazi codes have remained hidden for so long, what other secrets might still be lurking in the shadows of American power? Stay with us as we peel back the layers of deception and uncover the chilling truth behind the secret Nazi codes hidden in American history. The revelations that follow will challenge everything you thought you knew about the land of the free and the home of the brave. In our next segment, We'll explore how these hidden influences may have shaped American foreign policy during the Cold War and beyond. From covert operations in South America to the space race with the Soviet Union, we'll trace the invisible hand of Nazi ideology guiding some of the most pivotal moments in modern history. We'll also delve into the world of cutting-edge technology, examining how Nazi scientific theories may have influenced the development of everything, from the internet to artificial intelligence. Are the devices we use every day carrying forward the legacy of the Third Reich? But the rabbit hole goes even deeper. We'll investigate claims of secret underground bases, hidden treasures, and clandestine societies all linked to this shadowy network of former Nazis. Could there be entire shadow governments operating beneath the surface of our democracy? As we unravel these mysteries, we'll hear from whistleblowers, eyewitnesses, and experts who have dedicated their lives to exposing the truth. Their testimonies will shock you, challenge you, and force you to question everything you thought you knew about American history. But be warned, the knowledge we're about to share comes at a price. Once you've seen behind the curtain, there's no going back. The world as you know it will never be the same. Are you ready to confront the dark truth lurking at the heart of the American dream? Are you prepared to have your beliefs shattered and your perceptions altered forever? Join us as we continue our journey into the shadows, uncovering the secret Nazi codes hidden in American history. The truth is out there, waiting to be discovered, and once you know it, nothing will ever be the same again. Stay tuned for our next segment, where we'll reveal the shocking connection between Nazi occult practices and some of America's most secretive government programs. The revelations that follow will leave you questioning the very nature of reality itself. Remember, the truth is stranger than fiction, and in this case, it's far more terrifying than anything you could have imagined. Don't miss a single moment of this groundbreaking investigation. The future of our nation may depend on it. In the shadows of American history, a chilling truth lurks beneath the surface. Nazi codes, hidden in plain sight, have woven themselves into the very fabric of our society. From the towering skyscrapers that define our skylines to the beloved comic books of our youth, the echoes of the Third Reich resonate in ways you never imagined. As we delve into this dark investigation, prepare to question everything you thought you knew. The Cold War may have ended, but the ideological battle never truly ceased. Instead, it morphed, finding new life in the most unexpected places. What if the symbols and stories we've grown to love are more than mere entertainment? What if they're a carefully crafted veil, hiding sinister intentions? Picture this: federal buildings across the nation, their architectural patterns eerily reminiscent of Nazi-era geometrical mysticism. Is it mere coincidence, or a deliberate design choice? The angles, the symmetry, it's all there, hiding in plain sight. But that's just the beginning. Let's turn our attention to the Man of Steel himself, Superman. The iconic hero's origin story bears uncanny similarities to Aryan mythology narratives. A superior being from another world, sent to Earth to lead and protect. Sound familiar? It should. The parallels are impossible to ignore. But wait, there's more. Those innocent board games you played as a child in the 1950s, look closer. Hidden within their colorful designs are occult symbols, once championed by the Nazi regime. The pieces you moved across the board may have been carrying a far more sinister message. As we shift our focus to the military, the connections become even more alarming. Secret insignia used by American forces in Korea and Vietnam bear a striking resemblance to Waffen-SS iconography. The very symbols meant to represent freedom and democracy are tainted by the specter of fascism. The world of comic books holds even darker secrets. Many of the beloved Marvel and DC characters we grew up with were created by artists with direct links to wartime propaganda units. These seemingly harmless superheroes may be carrying subliminal messages planted decades ago by minds trained in the art of manipulation. Even the innocent world of children's toys isn't safe from this insidious influence. Lego, the building blocks of countless childhoods, harbors a disturbing secret. The layouts of their original sets bear an unsettling similarity to German training camps. What appears to be a harmless cityscape could be a subtle nod to a darker past. The revelations continue to mount. A popular toy line from the 1960s subtly featured the Black Sun symbol, an occult icon deeply associated with Nazi mysticism. Generation after generation, children have unwittingly played with these coded messages, their true meaning hidden from unsuspecting eyes. Our nation's capital holds secrets of its own. The design of the National Mall, a symbol of American democracy, echoes the layout of Nazi rally grounds in Nuremberg. The symmetry, the grand scale, it's all there, a silent testament to an influence that refuses to die. Look closely at the seals and flags that represent our states and institutions. Masonic symbols, some of which were co-opted by the Nazi regime, appear with startling frequency. These ancient icons, once symbols of enlightenment, now carry a far more sinister connotation. Perhaps most disturbing of all is the legacy of Operation Paperclip, the CIA's infamous MKUltra program, a dark chapter in American history, borrowed heavily from Nazi human experimentation reports. The very agency tasked with protecting our nation's secrets may have been continuing the work of those we fought so hard to defeat. As we unravel these hidden connections, a chilling question emerges. How much of your reality has been engineered by shadows of the past you never knew existed? The world around you, from the buildings you walk past to the entertainment you consume, may be carrying coded messages from a regime long thought defeated. The symbols are everywhere, hiding in plain sight. That recurring architectural pattern in federal buildings, it's not just aesthetic choice. It's a deliberate echo of Nazi-era geometrical mysticism. The angles, the proportions, they all align with principles once championed by the Third Reich's occult divisions. Superman, the all-American hero, takes on a darker hue when viewed through this lens. His origin story, of a superior being sent from the heavens to guide humanity, bears striking similarities to Aryan mythology narratives. The parallels are too numerous to be mere coincidence. Those board games gathering dust in your attic, they're not as innocent as they seem. Hidden within their designs are occult symbols once used by Nazi mystics. The patterns on the boards, the shapes of the pieces, all carefully crafted to subliminally communicate forbidden ideologies. Even our military hasn't escaped this insidious influence. Secret insignia used in Korea and Vietnam borrowed elements directly from Waffen-SS iconography. The very symbols meant to represent American valor were tainted by the aesthetics of our former enemies. The world of comic books holds even darker secrets. Many of the iconic characters we grew up idolizing were created by artists with direct links to wartime propaganda units. These seemingly harmless superheroes may be Trojan horses, carrying hidden messages planted by minds trained in mass manipulation. Lego, the beloved toy of generations, harbors a disturbing secret. The layouts of their original sets bear an unsettling resemblance to German training camps. What appears to be an innocent cityscape could be a subtle nod to a darker past, indoctrinating children through play. A popular toy line from the 1960s went even further, subtly featuring the Black Sun symbol, an occult icon deeply associated with Nazi mysticism. For decades, children have unknowingly played with these coded messages, their true meaning hidden from unsuspecting eyes. Our nation's capital itself isn't immune to these hidden influences. The design of the National Mall, a symbol of American democracy, echoes the layout of Nazi rally grounds in Nuremberg. The symmetry, the grand scale, it's all there, a silent testament to an ideology that refuses to fade away. Examine closely the seals and flags that represent our states and institutions. Masonic symbols, some of which were co-opted by the Nazi regime, appear with startling frequency. These ancient icons, once representing enlightenment and progress, now carry a far more sinister connotation. Perhaps most chilling of all is the legacy of Operation Paperclip and its dark offspring, the CIA's MKUltra program. This infamous project borrowed heavily from Nazi human experimentation reports, continuing work that should have ended with the fall of Berlin. The very agency tasked with protecting our nation's secrets may have been perpetuating the most horrific aspects of the regime we fought to defeat. As we unravel these hidden connections, a disturbing question emerges. How much of your reality has been engineered by shadows of the past you never knew existed? The world around you, from the skyline of your city to the cartoons you watched as a child, may be carrying coded messages from an ideology long thought vanquished. This is not just about history, it's about the present and the future. These hidden codes continue to shape our world in ways we're only beginning to understand. Every symbol, every design choice, every story we tell ourselves about who we are as a nation, all of it may be tainted by this hidden influence. The next time you walk down the street, look up at the buildings around you. When you flip through a comic book or watch a superhero movie, pay close attention to the origin stories and symbolism. As you play with your children or grandchildren, examine their toys with a more critical eye. What you find may disturb you, but knowledge is power, and understanding these hidden codes is the first step in breaking their hold on our collective psyche. The question now is, what will you do with this information? How will you view the world now that you know what lurks beneath the surface? The truth is out there, hidden in plain sight. It's up to you to decode it. As we delve deeper into the shadows of history, a chilling revelation emerges. The codes we've uncovered don't merely suggest Nazi influence, they hint at a terrifying continuity. What if these weren't just relics of a bygone era, but active mechanisms still operating in the heart of America? Mechanisms designed to manipulate public opinion, shape policy, and engineer consent on a massive scale. From the corridors of power in Washington to the gleaming tech campuses of Silicon Valley, the echoes of Nazi ideals reverberate in ways both subtle and shocking. Our investigation has uncovered patterns in technology, politics, and even artificial intelligence that bear an uncanny resemblance to the darkest chapters of the Third Reich. Consider this: deep within the labyrinthine structure of DARPA, America's cutting-edge defense research agency, projects are underway that reuse terminology and goals lifted directly from Nazi scientific papers. It's as if the ghosts of Hitler's scientists still whisper in the ears of our brightest minds. But the rabbit hole goes deeper. The NSA, guardians of our nation's most sensitive secrets, employs encryption methods that reference number sequences with a disturbing connection to Nazi cryptographic systems. Coincidence, or a carefully orchestrated plan set in motion decades ago? In 1997, a classified Pentagon briefing sounded an alarm that has gone largely unheeded. It warned of ideological continuity in cybernetics programs, a chilling suggestion that the digital age we now inhabit may have been shaped by forces we thought long defeated. Even more unsettling are the algorithms that power our everyday lives. Facial recognition software, touted as a breakthrough in security and convenience, prioritizes traits disturbingly similar to Nazi eugenics models. Every time you unlock your phone with your face, you may be unwittingly participating in a system with roots in humanity's darkest hour. Look to the stars, and the parallels become even more stark. U.S. space surveillance programs bear an eerie resemblance to Nazi-era Weltraum colonization plans. Are we reaching for the cosmos with hands still stained by the sins of the past? The realm of artificial intelligence, often hailed as the frontier of human progress, is not immune to this insidious influence. An AI ethics white paper, meant to guide the development of this world-changing technology, uses a model developed by a former Nazi engineer. The very framework we're using to ensure AI's benevolence may be tainted at its core. China's controversial social scoring system has been met with outrage in the West, yet few realize that it mirrors early Nazi profiling systems with frightening accuracy. Are we condemning abroad what we've unknowingly embraced at home? The foundations of our modern data-driven society may be built on sand soaked in blood. America's first national census computer models, helped into existence by a former SS statistician. The algorithms that decide where police patrol in our cities, they bear a striking resemblance to 1940s racial risk mapping techniques. Perhaps most alarming of all, a prominent military think tank recently proposed a model of governance nearly identical to Nazi technocracy proposals. The very structure of our democracy may be under threat from ideologies we thought vanquished. As we connect these sinister dots, a terrifying question emerges. If these codes were designed to outlive the war, could they still be running undetected right now? Are we unwitting participants in a grand experiment set in motion by history's greatest villains? The evidence is mounting, and it paints a picture darker than we could have imagined. From the devices in our pockets to the satellites overhead, from the algorithms that shape our online experiences to the very fabric of our government, Nazi ideals may not just be influencing our world, they may be actively shaping it. Think about the last time you used a ride-sharing app, or the way your social media feed seems to know you better than you know yourself. These marvels of modern convenience might be more than they appear. Could they be the latest evolution of systems designed to monitor, control, and manipulate populations on a scale that would make Goebbels green with envy? Our investigation has led us down a rabbit hole of conspiracy and shadow governments. But the truth may be even more insidious. These codes, these patterns, these eerie similarities, they're hiding in plain sight. They're in the terms of service you blindly accept, in the privacy policies you never read, in the fine print of laws passed without fanfare. Consider the implications. Every time you use your smart home assistant, every time you allow an app to access your location, every time you participate in an online poll or quiz, you might be feeding data into systems with roots in the darkest chapter of human history. But why? What's the end game? If these codes are indeed still operational, what is their purpose? Are we being steered towards some unimaginable future? A Fourth Reich of the digital age? The rabbit hole goes deeper still. Whistleblowers in Silicon Valley speak in hushed tones of AI training datasets, that seem designed to perpetuate outdated and dangerous ideologies. Machine learning algorithms, touted as objective and unbiased, may be carrying forward the toxic prejudices of the past into our supposedly enlightened future. And what of our leaders? Are they complicit or simply unaware? The revolving door between government and big tech takes on a sinister new light. When viewed through this lens, are decisions being made at the highest levels of power based on models and methodologies with roots in Nazi ideology? The more we uncover, the more questions arise. If these codes are still active, who is maintaining them? Is there a shadowy cabal of true believers working tirelessly to keep the flame of Nazi ideals alive in the digital age? Or is it something even more insidious, a self-perpetuating system, set in motion decades ago and now running on autopilot, shaping our world in ways we can barely comprehend? As we stand on the brink of a new era, the age of quantum computing, of human-machine interfaces, of colonizing other planets, we must ask ourselves, are we truly in control of our destiny? Or are we unwitting pawns in a game set in motion by history's greatest monsters? The codes are everywhere, hidden in plain sight, in the way our cities are designed, in the algorithms that decide who gets a loan and who doesn't, in the very language we use to discuss progress and innovation. They've become so ingrained in our society that we no longer question their origins or their intent. But now that we've pulled back the curtain, now that we've glimpsed the terrifying possibility that Nazi ideals may still be operational in the very heart of American life, what do we do? How do we reclaim our future from the long shadow of the past? As we conclude this chilling journey into the heart of America's hidden history, we leave you with one final, haunting question. If the codes were designed to outlive the war, could they still be running, undetected, right now? And if so, what are you going to do about it? The truth is out there, hidden in the code that runs our world. It's up to us to decipher it, to understand it, and ultimately, to decide if we'll allow it to shape our future. The choice, as always, is yours. But remember, in a world where Nazi codes may still be operational, ignorance is not just bliss, it's complicity.